The town of Briar's End always felt different on full moon nights. The air grew thick with silver light, and even the trees seemed to breathe slower, listening. People stayed indoors, windows shut tight, not out of fear but respect. They knew the woods didn't belong to them on nights like these. At the edge of town, in a cottage half swallowed by ivy, lived Elara Wynn, the woman everyone whispered about. They called her a witch, though no one ever saw her cast a spell. She simply knew things. She knew when the river would flood, when babies would be born, and when someone's heart was about to break. But on one particular October night, the full moon rose red and low, what the old folk called a hunter's blood moon. Elara felt it in her bones before it crested the horizon. The air hummed and the candles in her cottage flickered to life on their own. She gathered her tools, a silver bowl of water, a bundle of sage, a lock of her own hair tied with twine. She stepped outside barefoot, the cold grass slick with dew. The forest opened before her like an old friend, every leaf glowing faintly under the red moonlight. When she reached the clearing, she saw them, shapes moving among the trees. Women from long ago, their faces pale as frost. The coven that once protected Briar's End centuries before fire and fear drove them into legend. They circled her, whispering in voices that sounded like wind and river water. "The moon has chosen you, Elara Wynn. The veil thins tonight." Elara's hands trembled as she held the bowl up to the sky. The moon's reflection rippled in the water, and as she stared, her own reflection changed, her eyes glowing like molten silver, her skin marked with lunar sigils that shimmered and pulsed. The witches' voices grew louder. The past remembers. The power returns. And then, the forest went silent. Not even a leaf stirred. The moonlight poured down in a blinding beam, filling the clearing, and when it faded, Elara was gone. In her place stood a circle of mushrooms glowing faintly in the dark, and at the center, a silver pendant shaped like a crescent moon, still warm to the touch. The next morning, the townsfolk woke to find every clock stopped at midnight, every candle burned down to ash, and strange runes etched into their window panes, spelling one word: awakened.